Welcome to the Kelley's Pace YouTube channel. My name is Andrew. Today we're going to be taking a look at the New Balance Ellipse. The Ellipse version 1 is a brand new release from the American shoe giant. What type of shoe is it? Where does it fit in the existing New Balance lineup? We'll be exploring that and more in today's video. The New Balance website says the Ellipse combines the unparalleled comfort of Fresh Foam X cushioning with a bouncy underfoot feeling designed to make your daily run the most enjoyable part of your day every day. Let's take a look at the stats for this shoe. The Ellipse V1 weighs 7.6 ounces or 215 grams in the women's, 9.6 ounces or 272 grams in the men's standard reference size. The stack height is 37.9 millimeters in the heel and 29.9 in the forefoot for an 8mm drop, and the shoe retails for $145 US. New Balance is positioning this shoe as one that can cross over between the running, walking, and lifestyle use cases. There are a few launch colorways, but the deep end with glint blue and Medusa green definitely seems to be targeting the cool dad or slightly stylish millennial demographics. The shoe launched with a promo video from rapper Action Bronson, and the product page features images of and a quote from Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen to give you some idea of how New Balance is going about their marketing. But don't think they've neglected the running DNA in this model. The brand says this shoe has bouncy comfort for everyday runs and says it's best for everyday running and all-day wear. The Ellipse is about celebrating all who run, from those earning their first miles to those recovering from race day, says Kevin Fitzpatrick, New Balance Global Vice President Running. It delivers an elevated cushioning experience with a rockered profile that keeps things easy on the body, motivating all types of runners to get out there and enjoy the run. With its smart looks and a solid running backbone, the Ellipse could serve as a great vacation one-shoe option. You could rock this one around the old town, in the local park run, and then out to dinner while traveling with limited packing space. How does the Ellipse compare to a few shoes already in the New Balance lineup? Let's compare it versus the 880. The New Balance 880 is less soft. There's more heel sink in the Ellipse, which brings it a bit closer to that false negative drop feeling as you squish into the heel. There's more stability on the 880. The 880 is slightly better for walking, and I would say the Ellipse is better for running. There's more stack in the Ellipse, more rocker in the Ellipse, and I would say the style points go to this new shoe as well. Finally, the Ellipse comes out at $5 cheaper. Comparing the Ellipse to New Balance's 1080 V15, even though the Ellipse and the 880 have the same Fresh Foam X in the midsole, I found the 1080 versus Ellipse comparison to be far more similar than the 880 versus Ellipse. This is in spite of the fact that the 1080 is rocking the new Infineon midsole foam. The 1080 demonstrates the same sink and bounce as the Ellipse, just more of it. You feel the same false negative drop feeling in both shoes. The 1080 simply provides a few more milliseconds of ground contact in each stride as your foot squishes and rebounds a bit longer with the increased amount of stack in the midsole. I found the 1080 to be slightly more stable than the Ellipse, and if anything, there's a slight bit more roll or rocker feeling to the 1080. Comparing the Ellipse versus New Balance's Rebel V5, there is more prominent arch support in the Rebel. The Rebel has a lighter, racier upper, and it's a good 50 grams lighter. There's a more comfortable step-in feel though for the more generous Ellipse upper. There's a longer sink and rebound in the regular Daily Trainer focused Ellipse than the peppy Daily Trainer Rebel. There's a greater feel of immediacy or responsiveness to the Rebel. So where does the Ellipse fit into the New Balance lineup? Compared to the 880, the Ellipse is a better runner and a more stylish shoe. The 880 though will be the better walker. Compared to the 1080, the Ellipse will be a more nimble runner and again takes the nod for style points. For a pure walker, I would prefer the 1080. And compared to the Rebel, the Ellipse is a more conservative and comfort focused option. More padding, but less pop and energy on the run. Will the Ellipse be a long-lasting winner in the New Balance lineup? Only time will tell. Other new non-numerical releases like the Balance version 1, released in 2024, seem to have not made it to a version 2, or at least there's no news on a Balance V2 as of spring 2026. If you're enjoying this video, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more great shoe content. Would you wear the Ellipse for casual or running purposes? Let us know down in the comments. Comments and likes tell the YouTube algorithm you enjoyed this video and help spread the word to other folks like you. What are people saying about the ellipse around the web? Believe in the Run gives the ellipse an A for design, an A for value, and a B for performance. They praise the shoe for its good amount of padding, its crossover aesthetic, and a Fresh Foam X midsole that feels reborn. They say the ellipse is best for daily miles and riz farming. That might appeal to you stylish moms and dads and cat daddies out there. Runner's World listed the pros and cons of the ellipse. In the pro column, they have the bouncy ride, plush feel, and the fact that it's available in multiple widths. For the cons, they have bulky and heavy and not meant for speed work. Runner's World also clues us into more details on the name of this new shoe. Quote, "So why ellipse? In geometry, an ellipse is a plane curve with two focal points generating a circle. The reference is there in the design. Curves on the upper, pod-shaped ovals on the outsole, and in its role as a running shoe. Think of an ellipsis in writing, those three dots used to signal a trailed off thought or momentary pause. The ellipse is meant to be that easy day shoe where you don't have to worry about hitting race pace, when you want to head out and clear your mind on a run, maybe with a couple friends, free of work stress. Because I'm a man of the people, and we shouldn't just limit our search for knowledge to the experts, I also pulled up a recent Reddit post on the ellipse where a user reviewed the shoe after 57 miles. This random r/running shoe geeks user said the following: "In terms of just daily or easy miles, these things perform well with a ride on the softer side. I don't think they will blow anyone's socks off, but they tick over nicely and offer a more cushioned ride than most daily trainers. I typically like having a just a shoe kind of shoe in the rotation, previously the SL2, to balance out all the super foams and plates I use so it fits the role well for me." Then the top comment on that Reddit post says, "As a dad of two, I kinda just want a pair of these to rock with denim shorts by the grill." Womensrunning.co.uk also ran down the list of pros and cons. In the pro column, comfortable daily trainer, great price, beginner-friendly shoe. In the con column, less energetic than other similar shoes, could be too relaxed for a more motivated runner. Finally, some feedback from runningexpert.com. In their opinion, the midsole itself is relatively flexible in its geometry without any significant rocker. The feeling is therefore that you primarily get your bounce from the soft midsole. It's always good to remember that shoe opinions are very personal. One person can find a shoe quite rockered, and the next can find it quite flat. I thought the Ellipse was more rockered than the 880, but less than the 1080. And earlier, we quoted a New Balance executive who said the Ellipse delivers an elevated cushioning experience with a rockered profile. So to each their own. Will you be picking up the Ellipse? What do you think about the colorways? Let us know down in the comments. And come on down to Kelley's Pace in Mystic, Connecticut to try on the Ellipse or another shoe mentioned in this video. Or just visit us from anywhere at kelleysPaceMystic.com. If you liked this video, please tap the like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Happy running!